Hi everybody, my name is Wayne, and today I want to talk about happiness. There's an abundance of information and videos about happiness, so I encourage you to explore this subject deeply. In my videos, I try to focus on perspectives that I haven't found elsewhere. But let's review the basics before diving deeper. Happiness is usually regarded as our main goal in life. Everything we do to gain happiness. Life coaching often portrays happiness either as a choice or as a consequence of meeting our basic human needs. Both perspectives are valid and worth studying further. In meditation, we often encounter the concept of equanimity, which is frequently misunderstood as a neutral state void of both happiness and sadness. In reality, equanimity is about acceptance and non-resistance. By practicing equanimity, traditions tell us we can eliminate suffering. If you truly grasp this fundamental concept, you've already come a long way in your journey. But I felt there was still something missing from the equation. Some key that nobody seemed to have, or at least share. My first breakthrough got me very excited. I thought I had finally cracked the code of happiness. I saw happiness and sadness as our internal reality, while good or bad circumstances represented our external reality. These two affected each other directly. I called it the mirror principle. Just as bad external circumstances bring sadness and good external circumstances bring happiness, I theorized that self-induced happiness brings good external circumstances, and self-induced sadness brings bad external circumstances. As soon as I formulated this concept, I discovered others teaching similar ideas, yet something still felt incomplete. Before we continue, ask yourself, if someone asked me to explain the ultimate key to happiness, what would I say? The answer to this question is difficult to articulate and easily misunderstood, but here it goes. There is no happiness without sadness, no pleasure without pain. My whole life I've been trying to eliminate or at least minimize pain while maximizing pleasure and happiness. But what if these two are intimately connected, just like the crest of a wave cannot form without creating a trough? We see this principle in food, art, movies. It's the contrast that creates greatness. But the connection runs even deeper. Perhaps happiness cannot be created without simultaneously creating sadness, and vice versa. This could explain our tendency toward mediocrity, unconsciously creating the smallest possible oscillation between happiness and sadness, pleasure and pain. If the essence of reality is fundamentally neutral, and in order to create anything, its opposite must also be created, then everything that exists will always flow in eternal waves. This understanding brings new meaning to the ancient axiom, "This too shall pass." It gives us courage to face adversity directly rather than seeking escape. It also reveals the deeper wisdom behind practices like fasting. Voluntarily embracing discomfort creates the conditions for greater appreciation and joy. Now, if I ended the video here, I would have given you only half of the final key, leaving you once again with a concept that seems promising but doesn't quite deliver. The final piece of the puzzle is the realization that all of creation is eternally perfect. This transcends mere intellectual understanding and represents enlightenment itself. This truth is usually only glimpsed in deep meditation or profound altered states, the epiphany of total non-doing. There is nothing to do, nothing to change, nothing to reach, nothing to hold on to. You don't need to feel okay to be okay. Life is an unfolding perfection, including every wave of joy and sorrow. The nature of this realization is paradoxical. When we genuinely see that all experiences, pleasant and unpleasant, are part of a perfect unfolding, we stop resisting what is. In that cessation of resistance, suffering dissolves. Not because painful experiences disappear, but because our relationship with them transforms. The waves of pleasure and pain continue, but we become the ocean rather than the wave. The more I say on this subject, the more inaccurate it becomes. It has to do with the ultimate paradox, and the one thing we forget as soon as we remember it. This isn't a concept to be understood, but a truth to be experienced directly. I invite you to sit with these ideas not as beliefs to adopt, but as pointers toward your own direct experience. In that experience, beyond all concepts of happiness and unhappiness, something timeless and perfect awaits recognition. Thank you for exploring this journey with me. Go in peace.